Hi, I'm Hugh Sullivan, videographer for the Herald Review, and it's late August, which means it's time to start shooting some football. And I'm actually really excited about it. I've never really been that much into sports. When I was in grade school, I played 2 years of right field in Little League Baseball, and then in 7th and 8th grade, I won some sweet participation hardware in bowling, so I was already pretty much a write-in for prom king. In high school, I spent most of my time doing art and music and being in theater. I think I mentioned in the previous episode that I was Thespian of the Year, 2002. Don't mean to brag too hard about it. And by the time I made it to college, I wasn't going anywhere near sports. I stuck with art and music and going out and socializing, all while keeping my grades up, which is important. So when I started at the Herald Review about 8 years ago, and they told me I was going to be shooting football, I was terrified. I was not familiar with the sport. I could watch it on TV without being terribly confused, but I didn't really do that on my own very often, so I was scared. So it was bad enough having to follow the action and make sure I didn't miss anything and kind of anticipate when I needed to be walking to the other end of the field and all this stuff. But on top of that, I had to drive back to the office and then digitize about an hour's worth of mini DV tape and then watch all the footage, take some notes, and then at about 1 in the morning or so, I would write up a script and then go into an office and try and record a voiceover for the game. Sometimes I would work until 3, 4, 5 in the morning on these videos with terrible, laughable results, and it wasn't because I said anything stupid, it was because I was the exact opposite. I was worried about being the boom goes the dynamite guy.
It seems every week they have a player. Later he gets the rebound, passes it to the man, shoots it, and boom goes the dynamite.
So I went the complete opposite, and I only just said facts and stats, and I didn't inject any sort of personality or observation into the voiceover. It was just straight, this kid ran this long for a touchdown. This kid threw a pass for this long for a touchdown. That was it. And it was bad. They were bad. So now, luckily, I work hand in hand with the sports reporters. And they would come back from a game, and they would be telling each other the highlights, and I thought, why am I not just filming that? So that's what I do now. I go out, I'm able to concentrate on capturing the action and making it look good, and then I match it up with their very enthusiastic recap of the game afterwards. And that confidence is carried over into other sports and games that I've never seen before. I know that as long as I'm with the preps guys, they're going to point me in the right direction, and they're going to make it sound good and make sense. All I need to do is follow the action, make the video look good, and not get knocked over in the process. And that's only happened twice. The first time was a football game out at Maroa Forsyth. There was a play coming right toward me. I was trying to get out of the way, wasn't fast enough, and I got bowled over. I got my arm cut up, and my camera landed on my head, but no one was seriously injured. It was still recording. It was funny, so it was all right.
You all right, buddy?
The second time was a basketball tournament out at St. T, and one of the TV camera guys was asking me about the food. And anyone who's in the media knows that St. T has excellent food for their tournaments. They really hook the media up. And so I was really excited telling them all the stuff that was back there. Meanwhile, a ball was bouncing over my head, and a kid was sailing through to save it from going out of bounds, and we both went down. But again, no one was injured, and it was recording, so it's just a good highlight for my blooper reel.
We will make a trip back down.
So, despite not really being into sports in my free time, I'm still really excited to get out and start filming some football. That is until November, when it's freezing cold outside and my batteries are dying, and I'm praying for basketball season to start so I can be indoors. So, thanks for watching. Subscribe to this channel. Check back to the Herald Review website and this channel all year for continuing preps coverage. And as always, check back every week where I talk about my experiences behind the camera.